Over recent years, learner retention figures have improved. Nonetheless, early leavers remain an issue, and providers are keen to find out why some learners drop out of their courses. Here is how it works. The first thing you need to do is decide whether you are going to monitor all early leavers or only certain types of learners, i.e. those on full-time courses. The next thing you will need to decide on is whether you are going to do the monitoring on an ongoing basis or at key points to survey those who's dropped out over the past weeks. You also need to consider how you are going to capture the information. Are you going to speak to the person as they leave, send them a postal questionnaire, or hope they might fill in an online survey? Here we are going to focus on using telephone survey, as we have found this works best. The next step is to think about the telephone script and how you are going to ensure the telephone interviews give you quantifiable information which can build up over time to identify any common reasons for learners' dropout. Telephone interviews normally take place a short time after the learners has left. We think it's best to drop them a line to let them know about the survey and offer them the chance to opt out in case they don't want to be contacted. It's usually wise to give them a deadline by which to notify you of the opt-out. Any learners who have requested an opt-out to the survey should be removed from the contact list, and interviewers conducting the telephone survey should be fully briefed and a system put in place to record the findings confidentiality. You may need to make sure several attempts to contact your former learners, and we find that it's best to try at various times during the day and early evening. Because people change their mobile phone numbers so often, we encourage you to always ask learners for a landline contact number and to check periodically that it is still current. Once contact has been established and the purpose of the interview has been confirmed with the interviewee, then the telephone interview should be conducted. Usually this only takes a few minutes. And if you wish to use details of individual interviews, you must obtain their permission. Once all the interviews have been completed, you are in a position to analyze the findings. This can include both quantitative and qualitative results, i.e. any relevant comments made during the interviews. The findings should then be shared as appropriate, and most importantly, any agreed actions taken forward to ensure that your investment in research has been worthwhile. As you have seen, it's a relatively simple process, but it's still one which many learning providers don't deal with consistently. It has the potential to provide invaluable information and insight into the reasons why learners fail to stay the course, impacting on your retention and achievement rates. And it's also worth considering gaining an independent perspective from a specialist research consultancy such as RCU. And if you would like to discuss early leavers or any other research needs, you may have to get in touch. My contact details are